Hello everyone and welcome to Chat with Nene Alice. If this is your first time tuning in to Chat with Nene Alice, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to send in your comments. And viewers, we are almost approaching International Women's Day. Today is the eve of International Women's Day, which is March 7th, and tomorrow we'll be celebrating or commemorating International Women's Day. And this year the theme is Gender Equality Today for a Sustainable Tomorrow, and it's all about recognizing the work of women who are leading the change on climate change. And we also have a campaign challenge which is Break the Bias. Okay, so what is equality, and why are we promoting equality? Why are we talking about gender equality today for a sustainable tomorrow? For we all know equality means, 50-50, recognizing everybody as equals, because we are all created equal and we are supposed to enjoy our full potential to, make use of the things that we have within us, to be able to enjoy or maximize our fullest potential. But I want to bring this down, maybe at the household level. How do we ensure that there is equality even at the household level? At the household level, we have lots of house chores. Every day we have to, do little things around the house so that it makes it, habitable for all of us. And the ways in which we distribute house chores is also something that goes a long way to explain our understanding of how we talk about equality. The way you distribute the roles among the children, be they boys, be they girls, also has something to do with the way you look at equality. Maybe you will want to say, well, girls, you wash the plates whilst the boys change the bulb in the house. Or girls, you cook whilst the boys, go and fetch wood or fetch water. And we know that all of us have the potential to do anything. So even the way we allocate those, house chores at the household level has something to do with the way we understand equality. The other thing about equality is for us, as individuals, to be able, to watch out for signs of domestic violence or any other type of violence. If you stay in your house and every day you come home and your child reports to you about somebody who has been taking advantage over him or her, or somebody who has been, abusing him or her, then you begin to develop that level of sensitivity to ask, why is it that my child always complains this particular individual? The other one in which we become so sensitive about equality is about how we give support to women, how we as women support women, to gain power, or to, when they are in leadership, how do we provide the necessary support for women to, attain leadership position and stay in those positions and perform well. We talk about women supporting women, and the issue about us, when a woman attain a particular level of leadership and we begin to bring that woman down, is something that goes against equality, because we need to provide support to women, particularly in countries like us, Sierra Leone, where we know that even from infants, even from when we were born, the price that they pay for a boy child is different from the price that they pay for a girl child. And say you're born to a home where, it's very poor, the possibility for you to stay home whilst the girls stay home whilst the boys go to school is also very great. And if you live in communities, or you come from a family where at the age of 15 somebody comes to ask for your hand in marriage and your parents are ready to give you away for marriage, you know that these are issues that are limiting us from developing our potentials and from attaining the kind of position we want to attain in society. The other thing is, most of the time we don't listen. We need, as women or as people out there who are commemorating International Women's Day, we should be able to, listen and then reflect. When there is a conversation that has to do with equality and issues around equity, that particular kind of information, we should be able to listen keenly and reflect on what is being said and to make meaningful contribution, to those kind of conversation. The other thing I want to, as we, promote equality, is something that we must talk about: salary. Same salary for equal work. Say, for example, I remember in the tennis world, there was this, people were raising their voice that male tennis players are being paid more than female tennis players, and everybody, we're talking about it to see that because that is discrimination, because they are all playing the same game and you're paying one gender more than the other gender. Even in football, the way they give accolades and the way they respect male players is different from the way they respect female football players. So those are the things that we should be taking into account so that we promote equality at all levels, and we try to reduce the level of discrimination and the level of we try to reduce everything that excludes people from participating in things that they think they are capable of or they can do. So how do we reduce or break the silence? First of all, we need to see people as individuals. Sometimes the way we look at people, or the way we tend to look at people with some degrading eyes, or think that this particular group of people, they are not even fit, we don't belong to the same class, they cannot come near me, it's something that we need to begin to rethink. If you have that kind of mentality to say, these are not my class of people, these are not my people, it happens everywhere, within the workplace, even within the women's movement, it happens. Sometimes you want to associate yourself with a particular female activist and you don't want to associate yourself with some others. The way we do stereotypes, we need to change our perspective on stereotyping. For example, you say, as long as it's women, it will end up in confusion. Those are stereotypes, because it is not all the time that you see confusion in women's group. We also need to be very mindful of things that we do and words that we say that goes to send people or to make people become very silent. We need to be very mindful of some of those things that we do. And for those of us who have not been able to be exposed in the women's world, or doing work around equality, inclusion and diversity, we need to read more. We need to engage several processes so that we know that this is what we should do and this is what this thing is talking about. You don't just jump into it and you begin to assume things. You need to reflect on the work that you're doing. If you've been working on women's issues or promoting equality, diversity and inclusion, you need to reflect your work that you do so that you know that I have moved from this level to this level, or these are the lives that I have touched, or these are the things that we have seen, or these are the progress that we have made. Also, we need to change our perspective. We need to change our perspective if we say we are going to break the bias. And breaking the bias means we should change stereotype, we should, change our perspective, we should increase our level of exposure, read more, and we should begin to see people as if we're all created equal. Be you man and be you women. So I just want to leave these few words with you today. And before I go, I just want to say the theme for this year's International Women's Day is Gender Equality Today for a Sustainable Tomorrow. And we want to break the bias. Thank you and have a pleasant day. If this is your first time tuning in to Chat with Nene Alice, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to send in your comments. And I wish every one of you a happy International Women's Day. Thank you.